Good day, YouTube. This is your boy. I'm back again with another video. Uh, Today I want to show you how is Zimbabweans jump or Zimbabwean migrants jump from Zimbabwe to South Africa. You know, easily without any disturbance, without any fear. They just jump with any ease. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in, and please guys hit that like button after you watch the video. Um, and please comment on the comment section and tell me what you think about this video and about these borders of South Africa. You know, because according to me, I feel like there is no border between South Africa and Zimbabwe. You know, actually, I believe that Africa as a whole we are one, and then these borders must just be destroyed because there is no border actually here. You know, there is no border here. Okay, guys, let's go to the video and tell me what you think about the video. Let's go.
A border that's barely there. This is South Africa's northern boundary, a meager wire fence, its first defense of sovereignty, as its citizens rage against illegal immigration. So this is the border fence, and this is no man's land, dividing South Africa from Zimbabwe. And people are clearly moving between the two very easily.
Imagine, guys, imagine. Which means that the other side is South Africa, the other side is Zimbabwe. Like, guys, can you imagine that? No, guys, no. Like, no, this is not serious. Like, yo. South Africa, it's not really serious. Or Zimbabwe, it's not serious because we cannot blame South Africa only. We can also blame the both because of this is a border. It's between the two countries. So the other country's responsibility is to make sure that its people do not go out just like that. The other country's responsibility is to make sure that people don't just come in the country with an ease. So we blame the both sides, but let's continue.
How are you? Are you coming from Zim? When did you come? So it's very casual. People just seem to be coming and going as they please. The Limpopo River runs dry up to 8 months of the year, an easy crossing for people and goods, moving in and out of Zimbabwe, unhampered by border patrols.
I'm crossing illegal because there's no border here. I don't know. I'm not afraid to say this. Yeah. I'm not afraid to say this.
You see, he's saying that he's crossing illegally because of there is no border. Like, actually, there is no border. You know, it's illegal because Vele, you don't have the illegal papers or a visa. We can say, so that's why it's illegal. But this one here is saying that he's even saying it with pride. Okay, let's continue.
Crossing illegally here because there's no immigration or whoever. You can't stop someone suffering. They have to find any means to come find food.
A few miles from the border are shelters housing those that made it across. This one, for women and children, is full of stories of desperation and despair.
To just do something, I will go. But if I don't have anything, I'll stay.
How are you feeling right now?
That's the South African music playing in the background. I know it's for the artist called King Munada. And it's in the Limpopo side, so which means that the border that they're at, it's at the Limpopo side. According to my analysis and how I view this and hear the music, it relates to the Limpopo side because of this kind of music they're playing, King Munada music.
My life is too tough. It's very difficult.
For some, the crossing isn't so easy, entrapped by smugglers promising a better life. This 14-year-old girl was trafficked here with her sisters 2 years ago and hasn't seen them since.
I've gone through a lot, like they will pass through people, robbing people. some of them were taken away and some of them were raped. Then I ended up living here in this shelter.
On the floor.
Men too are battered and bruised as they pass through shelters, on their way to South Africa's big cities looking for work. For many, Johannesburg is the goal, the city of gold known for its mining. Now a trap of poverty and persecution. This is rare access into one of Johannesburg's hijacked buildings.
You know, guys, I live in South Africa and I feel like I'm suffering in South Africa because I'm unemployed. You know, I don't have a job. Imagine someone is coming into South Africa to come and survive, you know, to come and look for survival, which means it's really bad in their country. You know, I don't blame them for jumping in, which means that they don't get opportunities and there is too much poverty that side. Because here in Zanini, I see people, especially Zimbabweans, they buy food and they transport the food back home, you know, to show that they're in South Africa, they're just supporting the people at home, you know. You see trucks, you know, buggies, trucks, yeah. So yeah, like that. Let's continue.
It used to be a hospital and now it's home to hundreds of people who can't afford to live anywhere else. It is decrepit, it's falling apart, there's rubbish everywhere. This is not a livable situation. So do you drink from this water?
People drink from this. People use this water for everything.
There's life in these corridors, children spilling out of the small rooms. But other corridors, burnt and blackened, speak to the death that's come from this destitution.
3 kids died in here. Some of the community tried to somehow rescue or switch the fire, put the fire off, buckets and everything. As you saw, our water supply is very slow, so we couldn't make it in time. So there's a kid that died holding this bucket like this.
But for some foreigners who make it here, there's little other choice. So you'd rather be in this hijacked building than be back home in Zimbabwe?
For the meantime.
So you see what people go through when they migrate to another country illegally, because of you don't have any work permit, you don't have any, so you're gonna have to suffer first to go through, you know, all this kind of suffering that you see people going through here, you know. But if you can make sure that before you go into South Africa, try and get papers, you know, like work permit, visa, like try and get something, you know, and come in illegally so that you can be employed, you know. It's very tough, you know, it's very tough for Zimbabweans in South Africa. And that's sad because we are all Africans, you know.
If I come back home, there's nothing that I'll be doing.
This is the place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Human rights attorney Nomzamo Zondo has represented the residents of 120 unlawfully occupied buildings. She says undocumented immigrants are being blamed for conditions here in the inner city after walking through open borders.
The call, I think, has to be one that says, once you are here, how do we make sure that you are regularized here, that you know who you are and you contribute to this economy? And therefore, we actually need to have a conversation around what we do to fix the country, as opposed to thinking that just simply pushing out, hating, hurting our African brothers will help us.
It's true, guys. That's true. That's what I'm saying. That, you know, chasing these guys out doesn't bring any solution, because of you still kick out Zimbabweans from jobs, from whatever, and still we are unemployed as well. You know, unemployment is still going up. Corruption is still going up. You know, the only thing that can solve this is to have proper borders, you know, and proper border vigilation. So if you can do that, you won't have any migrants coming in and coming out. So since we don't have that, which means that the gate is open. That's it.
There's a growing call for the mass deportation of illegal immigrants, a rallying cry here in Soweto. Once a fringe xenophobic witch hunt, Operation Dudula has become an organized movement with increasing support.
Many people here, they don't work.
that's the thing, you know, because of uh, most people are unemployed in South Africa. So that's where the hate is coming from. It's not that like South Africans hate Zimbabweans or hate migrants, or you know, it's not like that. The thing is, you find that maybe in a certain company, they hire migrants because of a cheap labor, and then for South Africans, because of it's illegal to hire a South African and not pay them a basic salary. So that's why most companies don't prefer to hire South Africans, especially in the farms, you know, firms, you know, all those production companies. They like hiring migrants because of a cheap labor. Now let's continue.
It was made in 1994. Mandela was felt strongly about having open borders, about welcoming Africans from across the continent. What do you think about that?
I think that is the highest level of sellout. You can't. When South Africans were in exile, they were in camps, and they were not. They were restricted to go to other part of those countries. So why do you allow foreigners to go all over in South Africa and run business and make girlfriends? And I mean, South Africans they can't.
Yeah, come on, guys. You cannot complain about girlfriends. No, guys. Yo, no. This guy is killing it. Yo, I'm gonna screenshot that one. I'm gonna cut the clip and put it on the shot. Go and view the shots, guys. I'm gonna post this clip there.
Can't even have their own girlfriends because foreigners have taken over the girlfriend space.
From the girlfriend space to the employment space, pressure is on the authorities to arrest and deport undocumented people, even on a Thursday morning on their way to work. So what happened here?
He doesn't have any document. We ask him to give us proof of identification. He doesn't have. We ask him if he has an ID. He doesn't have any ID. Has never had one. He was born in Zimbabwe.
How are you feeling inside this truck?
I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. I'm not afraid.
Obviously, it's too late. You don't want.
Yeah, like you don't have to be afraid because of you came in illegally. You're just gonna be deported to your country, you know. But at the end of the day, next time you should at least try to get a passport. Try to get, you know, just try to be legal. Like just try to be legal, like legal as possible. You know, if you want to come and work, get work permit. If you want to come and do business, do a business, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, just do everything. Make sure it's legal. Just go through all the processes. Crossing in legally, it's going to be tough for you. You're subjecting yourself to poverty.
Someone to enter the country illegally. You want the system to function in a way that this doesn't happen in the first place. But I think it is important to send a message out there that we do take this problem seriously, and we are motivated by the rule of law.
South Africa's flawed system has become a trap for foreigners striving for a better life, walking in and being deported out. Yusrel Bare.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell when you drop any reaction video so you can get notified. Thank you guys for streaming in. Thank you.